Hey guys, Zephyrnix here, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a part 2 of my original video regarding resolutions because a lot of people didn't seem to get it, and I'm going to use this gentleman as an example, or, whatever you want to call it. I call them examples. You guys know what it really is. Anyway, so let's go ahead. First, I'm going to make this nice and big so you guys can understand that, Here we go. Bro, this video I stupid. Yeah, like, you haven't even reached the first sentence and you realize that this is not going to be pretty, huh? Bro, this video I stupid because you are talking Jesus Christ. What the hell? Punctuation is our friend. Where the hell's I can't find one period except for the dot 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 dot. Anyway, so let's read exactly how you said it. Bro, this video I stupid because you are talking about old ass games that came out before HDTV. You're a jackass, but as a PS3 owner, I am a big graphics whore because I want my games to look real. And Uncharted won Game of the Year because of the graphics, because I bet Xbox 360 can't handle games like Uncharted, Little Big Planet, Killzone 2, etc. But PS3 can handle any game on 360. Seems like you're a jealous little Zeffy. Make up your mind. You always defend every console knowing that the PS3 is superior to know it deep inside you, bud. Interesting. Okay, well, first of all, yeah, I didn't name a lot of games that were actually old school. My point was this, that you don't need HD graphics to make a game better. In fact, there are games out there that were not HD graphics that were just as good, if not better, than some of these games out here now, which are HD. And in fact, there's a lot of games out there a lot better than the current generation games, with these HD graphics. But like I said, that's another video for another day. But for those who can't seem to think outside the box, fine. I'll go ahead and give you some this generation games that are actually good. Let's see. Oh, New Super Mario Brothers. Mario Galaxy, which I believe someone actually said that it was an actual Game of the Year game. So yeah, that was definitely good. Legend of Zelda was actually very good. Smash Brothers Wii was very, very good. I mean, there's a lot of games that are actually good, and those 4 games I just mentioned don't even run at HD. Now, are you trying to tell me that the only thing that makes Little Big Planet, Killzone, and Uncharted good is the fact that you can run them in HD? I'll give you a clue. Incorrect. You know how? Because I played Little Big Planet and Uncharted 1, 2 demos, and both of those and all 3 of those games were fantastic. They look great. You don't need HD to bring up a game, And if you're using that, I mean, it just shows that you need to grasp on anything possible. Now, what else? Oh, and one person actually asked me, do you think that Uncharted 2 would actually win Game of the Year if it wasn't for the graphics? I would say, well, here's a problem with what you just said. One, my conversation is about HD, not graphics, but resolutions. Now, if you're talking about graphics, then no, I would say that, well, no, actually, you know what? I have to say this. While the graphics were good in Uncharted 2, what really brought me was the gameplay. The gameplay is what really, really pulled me. And another thing that he said was, and I quote, "But as a PlayStation 3, I'm a big graphics whore." Well, here's a problem with that, with what you said right there. If you're a real graphics whore, then you need to own a PC. Okay, because a PS3 can't hold a candle to what the PC can do. To this day, there are games out there that still run at a more powerful rate than that of a PlayStation 3. The fact that you call yourself a graphics whore and you're rocking a PlayStation 3 shows pure ignorance. That's just real talk. Get over it. Oh, last but not least, of course, it seems that you're a little zealous. You're a little jealous, Zeffy. How am I jealous? Seriously, I gave away my PlayStation 3. How am I jealous? Now, of course, this fool is trying to make it a 360 battle, and just like all PlayStation 3 fanboys do, they always got to make it a 360 battle. It has nothing to do with the 360. We're talking about HD resolutions, no more and no less. And the Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this is the second remark that he responded. This is the second message that he sent me. Now, this is the second message that he sent me. Same situation, no punctuation, so I guess we'll have to read it exactly the way he wrote it. You borrowed a PS3 so that people would think you would have a backup to talk shit about PS3. We know the truth now. Okay, now see, this is the one where these are some of the things that PlayStation 3 fans say that it's like absolutely stupid. Now, first of all, who in their right mind is going to let someone borrow a $300 piece of equipment? Let me tell you how I roll. Like, if it's over $50, one, I'm not going to let you borrow it, and two, I'm not going to ask to borrow it. You know why? Because I don't want to be responsible for actually paying for something that I can't afford. That's one. And two, if I could not actually afford it, then obviously I don't need it. Then another thing is this: if I could actually afford to pay for it if something happens to it, then shit, dude, I can buy my own. So why would I need to borrow it? And number two, or number five, whatever, I wasn't really keeping count. Number five, here's the thing. Why would I bought games? Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Zephyrix, you could have actually went ahead and borrowed those games from someone else. Okay. Well, what about the downloadable games? What about the PSN games? Huh? What about the PSN games? Oh, Zephyrix, you could have just borrowed that from the guy. You too. You could have did that share thing. You borrowed it from the guy. So I guess if I would actually, that means that if I would have borrowed it from the guy who you say I borrowed it from, that means that it would not show up on my credit card, right? Like this credit card, for example. Now, if I actually borrow the PlayStation 3, why would I have a credit for PlayStation Network for $5,094? Why would I be paying for games on a system that I borrowed? I don't understand that. Hear it again. Jesus, I'm crazy. I'm paying another $5 for credit on something that I actually borrowed. Why would I do that? Oh, here it is again. Now I'm paying $10 for something that I borrowed. Why would I pay borrow? Oh, wait, but here's something extra crazy. Play and trade. $202.50. Wow. So, as I said in my confessions video, I actually traded in my Xbox 360 in a couple of games, and I wound up picking out the PlayStation 3 in a couple of games, huh? So, which means that if you look right here, that means that I actually paid $202.50 for something that I borrowed. Absolutely. That makes total sense. It's amazing how you can go ahead and borrow something and just so happen to have proof of purchase. Yeah, right. Besides, I know what HD is. I have a 51 in HD TV, and a 37 HD TV in the living room when a game is, Jesus Christ, this guy might have got a 37 in English. That's what he got. Anyway, when a game is in 1080p, you can tell right from the start how the graphics are more detailed and stand out more. But yet again, Xbox 360 owners don't know what real 1080p gaming is. If you want proof, go to Wipeout's channel and then you will see factual evidence why. Now the video that he's talking about on Wipeout's channel is the one where Wipeout was trying to prove that the PlayStation 3 had a better HD resolution, i.e. true HD, than the Xbox 360. And I hate to break this to you, buddy, but his video was a total flop and utter fail. Let me explain to you why. Basically, the only thing that he proved is that PlayStation 3 views JPEGs better than the Xbox 360. That's the only thing that he proved. Now, I'm not protecting the Xbox 360. I'm not downgrading the PlayStation 3. In fact, yeah, the PlayStation 3 apparently has it can view pictures a lot better. I actually prefer the picture viewer on the PlayStation 3. Bottom line is, though, is that no matter how you look at it, it doesn't really prove anything. Why? Because for all we know, we all know that algorithms are different for each OS operating system or even each program. For example, let me give you an example. Adobe Photoshop views pictures differently than Adobe Fireworks. So people like Adobe Photoshop a little bit better. With that being said, it just so happens that the PlayStation 3 views the pictures better. That's just pretty much it. No more, no less. The PlayStation 3 views pictures better. No more, no less. However, without more extensive research, he pretty much left himself wide open. And you as PlayStation fanboys simply ran into the wall. Want to sit there, yay, when he really didn't prove anything. I hate to break that to you. But anyway, here's another thing, too, I want to talk to you about. Now, he mentioned, of course, that I didn't mention a lot of games, that I was talking about all games that were in the past, that really weren't worth mentioning because HD wasn't invented yet. Well, it actually was, but we're not going to go into that. So I decided I'm going to name some games this generation to kind of prove my point. Super Mario Galaxy, New Super Mario Brothers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, we're going to start on the Wii thing, right? Well, yeah, the Wii does prove my point, but let's keep going. Halo 3. And yeah, despite if you guys like Halo 3 or not, it rated a 94 on Metacritic, so yeah. Red Dead Redemption is actually sub HD on the PlayStation 3. Street Fighter 4 is also sub HD on the PlayStation 3, running at 630p, I think it is. Splinter Cell Conviction is also a sub HD game. Mass Effect 2 is also a sub HD game. Modern Warfare 2 is also sub HD. So there you go. Like I said, I just named you a couple of fantastic games that do not need high definition in order to make themselves look good. They look good by themselves. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video part 2. You guys have a good night. Zeph is out.